So I recently just got back from Sweden. So I'm going to be ranking all of the foods that I tried while I was there. So first of all, of course, I had to go to IKEA. And while I was there, I had some Swedish meatballs with like mashed potatoes and lingonberries. Now I had the child's portion, so that's why it's so tiny. And honestly, it was good. It does taste exactly the same as like an IKEA like Swedish meatball you'd get anywhere else in the world, but it was good. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. And I also tried my friend's dish. She had some reindeer, and it was my first time having reindeer, and it's a bit of like an interesting taste. It's kind of like a bit more beefy or like veal-y. So I don't know how to feel about it, but it wasn't bad. I think I'd give it 6 out of 10. So we also went to a supermarket and tried out some Swedish pastries. Now I'm gonna have to concentrate a lot to try and pronounce these names. But the first one I had was called Vaniljarten. Maybe? It's a heart-shaped, short-crust, like buttery pastry with vanilla custard. It was amazing. I give it 8 out of 10. However, the pastry that you must try, it was my absolute favorite pastry I've had in my life probably, is called Toskabula. It might be called that, might be called something else. But anyways, some other honorary mentions when it comes to Swedish pastries is semla. So this is a bun and it's filled with like a whipped kind of almond whipped cream filling. 8 out of 10. And of course I had to try cardamom buns and cinnamon roll, and they were also absolutely delicious. So I tried some Swedish meatballs elsewhere, and I also had some Swedish beer as well. So I had my Swedish meatballs, mashed potatoes, and lingonberry. They were really good. I think I give it like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Lovely dish. And I also tried another dish called Wallenburger. This is like a ground beef patty served with mashed potatoes. Also an amazing dish, but I think I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Another thing I'd recommend you trying if you are in Sweden is some Swedish street food. I tried tonbrolla, and this is like a Swedish hot dog. So it's your hot dog sausage with mashed potatoes and other fillings wrapped in like a flatbread, and it tastes absolutely amazing. I'd give this like an 8 out of 10. It was really good. Now, last but not least, Swedish sweets. I didn't know that sweets were like such a big deal in Sweden. We went to the Swedish candy shop, and there's like such a huge variety of sweets. Licorice is quite like popular there apparently, but they do have more like sugary sweet stuff if that's more so your vibe.